Extended edition of the Footy Forum here, and we bring in Kansas City current midfielder Rocky Rodriguez. How are you?
I'm good. It's Friday. Oh,
Yes,
I don't know if I can say that, but I don't know when it's going out, but
I'm in agreement here. I'm a teacher, educator, so Fridays are yes.
there you go. Okay.
I can't imagine in the sports world. I mean, there's so many different forms of Fridays, but I
I was
feel
gonna
like
say
Friday's
it doesn't
universal.
matter. I mean, Friday still feels good, but it's work day tomorrow for us still, but it's pregame, so it's exciting.
Yeah. Well, we'll go ahead and talk a little bit about you here first, and personally for you a little bit. Talk early career moving into the United States from Costa Rica. What kind of helped lead to that decision to get you to come up here and play?
Well, that's something that my dad influenced me a lot, but because when I was a kid, um, I love playing soccer, but my dad, he supported me on that, but he also always encouraged me to get an education. And so we knew that the US had, I think it's like a phenomenon, very unique, at least, you know, before you could go pro, before college.
Yeah.
You had the opportunity to play, and you still have the opportunity to play at a high level while being a student athlete. And so I wanted to do both things, I wanted to be a pro playing and also have my bachelor's degree. So that was my motivation, main motivation.
It's awesome. Kind of fast forward a little bit and read that you played for your high school team while you were in elementary school.
Yeah.
So, how
Yeah.
did that opportunity arise and what was that experience like for you?
Listen, it sounds, I don't know how it may sound, but yeah, my dad was the PE teacher for my high school and elementary school. But um, yeah, the high school level wasn't the best. And so, they needed help. And so we figured there was no rule that prevented, a younger player to play with the high school team.
Yeah.
And so we figured, why not? It was good training for me still, even though I was younger. Um, and so that's kind of how it happened, and other other schools were complaining about it because obviously, I was actually helping the team, but yeah, I don't know for how long I did that. It might have been like a year or two, and then and then I started, once you commit to the sport, when I was 11. That's when I joined my first club. So I was more busy. And so I couldn't just play with high school anymore. But before that, I did. Yeah.
That's awesome. And I mean, nothing greater than that to get that next foot forward. And we go ahead and fast forward a little bit again. You briefly touched on that education there. And we go ahead and talk college. You end up playing at Penn State for the Nittany Lions. What helped lead to your decision to play collegiately? You briefly touched on that there. Can you elaborate a little more?
Yeah, basically, I wanted to use soccer as a platform to get my college degree. I mean, if I would have stayed in Costa Rica, I would have gotten a college degree, but the soccer would have been second, So I still wanted to play pro, and I knew that coming to the U.S. to a school would allow me to do that. And how the opportunity came up was kind of crazy because at the time social media wasn't a thing. Like it was just harder for you to put your name out there. And for me being in Costa Rica, even my dad, we were very ignorant about any of the college structure. We just knew we wanted to come and play here. I wanted to come and play, but I had the blessing and the luck maybe that Coach Walsh at the time, now it's down back, but Erica, I was with the U20s, the national team at the time,
Mhm.
and we coincided. Is that a word? Well, we were invited to this tournament where coach was there, and so that's how she knew about my existence. Before that, we didn't. We kind of got in contact with other schools, but we weren't even sure. Like, we didn't know there was Division One, two, or three, or four, or whatever,
Yeah.
and we didn't know what were the top colleges. But it happened to be Penn State, a great program. And once we realized that, we were like, wow, yes, yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And on in that collegiate experience, you end up winning a championship your senior year. You head to the NWSL and win Rookie of the Year with Sky Blue FC, who's now Gotham. Year later in your career, you win the NWSL championship. All these other accolades continue to pile up for you. My question is, out of all of these honors and awards, which one sticks out to you the most thus far?
Yeah, every time I get asked a question about picking, I don't know, one moment or one goal or one this or that, it's I can never give an answer. As I reflect and as I continue my career, I think it's all part of a great story, and I think I've been blessed enough that I've gotten, my career has been amazing, I think, on paper, Um, and it's been amazing, I think, winning a championship, winning the Shield. These are dreams come true for me, and as well with national team. All the accolades that I have, I dreamed of having them. When I was a kid, and even when I was a pro and stuff. So I think I treasure it all. It's my answer.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, each at its different point in your life, it's like, okay, yeah, that's awesome, and glad that it's happened. So I understand that.
yeah, exactly.
So now you're on the current, and how are you starting to see your role with this team as the season has progressed?
Yeah, as the season has progressed, I figured I try to think a lot. How can I help the team? My role has been different from what I'm used to as of now. But I think it's still like I'm blessed enough to be part of the best team in the world right now, one of the best teams in the world.
Yeah.
Um, it's really competitive, and we have the chance to do great things right now. And so I think it's a team that I want to be a part of. It's and whatever role I'm in, I think with my experience now, I understand how important each role is. I've embraced, whether it's whatever they need me for. If I need to start a game, I know I can do that to help the team. If they need me to close out a game, I can do that. And if they need me to be the best cheerleader in the bench, I can also do that. And try to contribute to a competitive culture and everyday training. These are things that are not necessarily, you know, people don't notice it all the time. It's not necessarily scoring goals or anything, but it's just as important. And I think that's how I've embraced, my role here in this year.
And as media members and fans, I mean, we have noticed, and that's what kind of sticks out. And we talk about it now, this 8 game winning streak. How important is that to you guys having to be able to continue this streak into the second half? And then what's kind of been the team's secret to success here? Because you mentioned that we hear you talk about being able to sit on the bench and be that player that cheers people on and then get out there and do your job. Like there's not a lot of other teams out there who are able to do that, and you guys have just proven that it's been there. So
Yeah, yeah. As the season goes on, as we get to the final games, it's that much more important to stay locked in. Um, I think we've put ourselves in a great spot, but we haven't won anything. Anything can happen in the end of this out,
yeah,
literally, especially in the last, like this next streak. So
yeah,
it's something that we are very cognizant about. It's your mind can play games. Like human nature is just to relax or avoid pain or whatever. So
yeah.
in competition and pro sports, we cannot allow that. And so something that I think the staff is also very adamant about. And it does take everybody. I think we've been in this situation because of the whole team. It's not easy to have a culture like the one that I think Kansas City has built.
Yeah.
Um, so it all adds up.
It's awesome. Well said. Well said. Now we talk the match tomorrow. You all head to North Carolina, team that's drawn in 3 of their last 4 matches. What's the team's mindset going up against this team who always just kind of seem to put up a good fight against you guys in the long run, especially
Yeah.
when needed?
Yeah, yeah. No, honestly, it's always the next game is always the hardest game for us. That's just how it is because it is. The next game is just the hardest. It doesn't matter what we've done. And North Carolina, like many teams, it's a great team. So our mindset is just to, to keep being try if we're at our best, you know, um, we're confident that things can go our way. So yeah, it's just locking the details, staying focused. It's like we talk about mental fitness. It's
Right.
that the ability to keep stay focused. Throughout the game, throughout the season, and so that's no exception for tomorrow.
Awesome. Well said. All right, last one here. Always kind of like to end on a fun question, and so you ready?
All right. Listen, I just want to give you a heads up. I'm not the best at following these fun. Sometimes I'm like, but let's do it. Let's see how it
Well,
goes.
we'll make it fun.
All right.
All right. Talent that you have that's surprising and has nothing to do with the sport whatsoever.
Well, I have a couple, but I don't know if I should reveal my secrets.
Hey, it's up to you. It's up to you.
No, no. Let's see. I would like to say I have musical talent, but that's yeah. Let's just pick that one.
Sing or instrument.
Um, if I had to pick one, maybe instrument. I just have the
Okay.
musical talent,
That's
singing. I
awesome.
can sing, but in my shower.
Okay. Okay. So not in front of the fans at the stadium.
You know, I can sing in front of my team. The
Okay.
fans of the stadium, maybe not. Maybe a little too much. But I would.
Okay. I mean, you only kick goals, defend goals, whatever in front of them. So I feel like your
Yeah.
shyness shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we appreciate you coming on and good luck tomorrow and hope everything goes well.
All right. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Take care.